Africa Content TV.
4 years ago, I took an oath before God and you, the good people of Oyo State. I pledge to put aside my self-interest to serve you to the best of my ability. Today, I stand before you to renew that pledge and reaffirm these solemn words. I will always put your interests first. We focus on interconnecting all the zones because we knew that therein lies the key to kickstarting our no zones left behind policy. We built roads such as the 76.7-kilometer Ogbomoso-Fakote-Isheyin Road, a completely new road construction. No road has ever existed in that place before now, but we knew that this construction will open up the Ogbomoso and Okeogun zones. Already, we have big businesses springing up on that road. We are also constructing the 110-kilometer Senator Rashidi Ladoja Circular Road. We plan to complete the construction of this road with all ancillary amenities that will give our people a first-world transport experience on that route within this tenure. Our top-to-bottom approach also means that under Omitutu 2.0, we will ensure that we complete all ongoing road projects and give priority attention to internal roads in urban areas. We laid the groundwork for ensuring that we have a modern transportation system. We completed 2 bus terminals and have another 2 in view. We set up infrastructure that made it possible for our airport to fuel aeroplanes for the first time since the Ibadan airport was constructed. We are upgrading this airport into an international airport that will serve as a viable alternative to the airport in Lagos. We celebrated new milestones, such as when we got sole ownership of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. We restored lost glories in sports. We all rejoiced when our Garden Shooting Stars Sports Club were reinstated into the elite division of the Nigerian Football League. We plan to go a step further to see our 3SC win the league and once again compete at the regional and continental level for the Confederation of African Football Champions League. We conquered at national and international sports festivals. We set a new record for Oyo State at the 21st National Sports Festival, when for the first time in Oyo State history, we won 43 gold medals and placed 4th on the medals table. We turned the trend of government owing workers' salaries, pensions, and gratuities. We paid all Oyo State workers regularly and consistently on the 25th of every month, the GSM day. And even went a step further to pay the 13th month salary 4 years in a row for the first time in the history of Oyo State. We reduced gratuities deficit of past administrations by over 16 billion and once again put a smile on the faces of our fathers and mothers who served Oyo State in their youth. supported us. We felt your support when we said, use your PVC, not violence. You spoke in one voice and showed that it is possible to conduct elections in Oyo State without any bloodshed. We felt your support when, despite the actions of a few, you refused to be divided by religion, ethnicity, language, or gender. We felt your support when you spoke with one voice at the polls, and we won with a margin never before seen in the Oyo State history of Nigeria's fourth republic. Yes, everything accomplished in these last 4 years was because you, the good people of Oyo State, stood by us. And so as we face another 4 years with this mandate that they have given us, we again, in all humility, ask for your support. With your backing, we know our vision for OPPC 2.0 will become a reality. We have shared our plans with you in our Oyo State Roadmap for Sustainable Development 2023 to 2027. And we look forward to 4 years of sustainable development reformers to top pillars: the economy, education, healthcare, and security. These were the same 4 pillars we focused on in the last 4 years. This is why we say OPPC 2.0 is an upgrade. We are upgrading to Education 2.0. Under OPPC 1.0, we return over 50,000 children to the classroom through targeted interventions such as maintaining the low fees in public schools policy. We plan to return another 50,000 to the classroom in the next 4 years. Another policy that will remain in place is the 15 to 20% budgetary allocation to education. We must urgently continue to reduce the infrastructure deficit in our public primary and secondary schools. So we shall focus on building classrooms and other needed facilities in underserved areas of the state. We are upgrading to Healthcare 2.0. Having upgraded over 200 primary healthcare centers as promised under OPPC 1.0, we will now equip these PHCs and upgrade more PHCs and other selected secondary healthcare facilities to ensure our people have better access to quality healthcare. We will ensure that communities without upgraded PHCs are prioritized in our quest to ensure that all 351 wards in Oyo State have an operational Tier 4 primary healthcare center. We are upgrading to Security 2.0. Under OPPC 1.0, we enjoyed a 25% drop in crime rate, making Oyo State one of the safest states to do business in the Southwest Zone. This was because we gave all the security agencies in Oyo State enormous support and created a 2,000-member Amotekun Corps, the most incentivized corps in the zone. We use continuous communication to smooth out relationship among all the agencies so they all work seriously. In the next 4 years, we shall not rest on our oars. We will continue to give the security agencies in the state the support they need to more effectively and efficiently carry out their duties and responsibilities. We will further strengthen the state security architecture by training and retraining Oyo Amotekun Corps members to be involved in intelligence gathering at the local level. At the federal level, we will continue to push for reforms that will strengthen local policing and ensure that our people continue to sleep with their eyes closed. We are upgrading to Economy 2.0. Under OPPC 1.0, This sets the tone for activities we will carry out in the next 4 years. We will continue to be bullish about getting local and foreign direct investment into the state as we focus on youth development and creating employment opportunities for 60% of our population that form an energetic workforce. We know we have your support as we make tough decisions and take tough actions that will lead to improving our state's environmental and socio-political outlook. So far, we have created the architecture required to bring sanity into the market, transportation and waste management sector. We have built markets and other closed environment for our traders to carry out their business without obstructing traffic and causing mayhem on our streets. Of course, every street corner should not be converted into a marketplace. We have built parks and other transportation hubs, so transporters do not park on the road. Don't worry, it is an air show for us, so just be relaxed. We have built parks and other transportation hubs, so transporters do not park on the road. We are increasing the capacity of our waste managers so that our people stop seeing the median and street corners as legal dump sites. We have embarked on continuous sensitization of people, encouraging them to adopt a lifestyle change that will make the environment more suitable for living and business. Having created these structures, it is time to implement existing laws based on the principles of equity and fairness. Therefore, I have directed all relevant agencies to enforce existing traffic, waste management, and street trading laws. It is time to upgrade to OMITU 2.0 lifestyle. We must appreciate the link between the rule of law and sustainable development. As we all know, where there is no law, there is chaos. And where there is chaos, business and development suffer. We must never allow our communities to descend to the level of chaos that will turn away investors. Therefore, I direct the creation of the Oyo State Mobilization Agency for Socio-Economic Development, OMASED. This agency will be mandated to establish a public orientation and sensitization framework into which all agencies and departments of government must key in. The framework will ensure continuous sensitization and enlightenment using traditional, electronic, and social media. I further direct that this framework should incorporate a timetable for the enforcement of all existing traffic, waste management, Let me reassure the good people of Oyo State that OMITU 2.0 will be better than 1.0. We will work even harder to ensure that the prosperity that our people have started enjoying under OMITU 1.0 will continue for 4 more years. Before I end this speech, let me once again thank you, the good people of Oyo State, for giving us another opportunity to serve you by voting for us a second time with an even bigger margin of victory than the first time. I thank our friends from South Africa, Botswana, and from around the world who are here today, including my brother from another mother, Nigel Pickard, and his son, George. I also thank leaders, elders, and members of the People's Democratic Party and all those who work tirelessly to make today a reality. Finally, I thank my darling wife, Mrs. Tamuno Minino, children, Feyi, Toby, Tayo, Folari, and Bedi, for their support and understanding. I also wish to recognize and thank the Deputy High Commissioner of UK in Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you. Enjoy the hair show. Hello. Gómìnà ní ẹ má sábà ẹ má bẹ̀rù o. Àwọn bàálù mẹ́ta yẹn náà wá kí ẹ kú oríire ní o. Wọ́n wá kó mi tuntun 2.1 káàbọ̀ ní o. Ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́ fún gómìnà.
Bàálù mi tọ́ mi lọ, bá mi kí àmì ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ó yọ mi o, ó yọ mi.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please move back?
Bàálù mi tó mi lọ, bá mi kí àmì ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Gbogbo àwọn mọ́gà Ìbàdàn kì í kú kalẹ̀ o.
Mákindé ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ò gbẹjọ́ wẹ́wẹ́, kásá máa hàn dúpẹ́ lótọ́.